So you're doing a lot of personal development and perhaps some spiritual work. And no matter how much you read or listen and journal and meditate or pray, it just doesn't seem to be getting you anywhere. It's not really working. And so you start to question these practices like, should I read and research? Is personal development a lie? Should I even be praying? Does that even work? Um, and it's all because you're missing this one clear distinction of the different kind of levels and ways of personal development. Once you understand this, it's going to change your life and your results forever. It's going to allow you to feel and see that you're making genuine progress. But first, you need to understand this. So, primarily, there's two dimensions of personal development, right? Number one is the horizontal dimension. So horizontal, it's easy to understand. That's like worldly things. It could be relationships, so like a marriage, your business, your career, the thing that you want to create in your life. It's very worldly things. Now the thing is, if you want to do well on the horizontal line, you need to take action. See, it's action that actually moves you ahead on the line. I know this is like a little bit weird because that ring light's in the way. Maybe that helps. Essentially, though, it's action that moves us forward on the horizontal dimension of personal development. So this is very simple stuff like setting goals and going after those goals, right? And perhaps you first started in personal development by discovering this really simple stuff. And then you decided to go deeper. And this is where it gets really profound. It's the vertical dimension, okay? So not only can you go further, but you can go deeper. And the way that you go deeper is through meditation, journaling, prayer, self-discovery, and essentially removing deception and delusion of who you are and who you think you are to go closer to your truth, to grow closer to life, and to be more fully engaged presently with life. Now, the cool thing is that as you grow deeper on the chain of the vertical, right, your joy increases, your power increases, and your ability to create on the horizontal increases greatly as well. But here's the problem. I see a lot of people, a lot of guys particularly, who'll get stuck on the vertical dimension, right? And they will never make progress on the horizontal. It's almost like they disregard worldly things. They think they're not on planet Earth. They start what we call spiritually bypassing, so that you're avoiding reality, and it can be quite damaging. You can spend a lot of years, wasting your time with that. See, ultimately, you actually want to take your spiritual understanding and re-engage with the world. It's like when you go deeper and you have a greater faith and greater prayer, it's like you're upgrading the model of your car, right? So each time you go into prayer, each time you go into meditation and you journal and discover something and you clear a deception of yourself and you see more clearly, it's like you're upgrading your car from like a push bike, to a Toyota Camry. I love Toyota Camry. I feel like that's the ultimate car. And to a Lamborghini, to Ferrari, like whatever it is, essentially you're upgrading it. But then your next job is to actually still take action and engage in the world. Now, I really understood this when I got a full-time job. So I'd done a lot of spiritual work, a lot of prayer, a lot of introspection, and I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere in life. Anyway, I was kind of put myself into a full-time job, mustered up the willpower, and all of a sudden I'm forced to make progress on the horizontal line. And the beautiful thing is that the more progress I made horizontally, the better I could grow deeply. The more deeply I could grow spiritual, the more I needed the spiritual. So it really feeds into one another. The deeper you grow spiritually, the deeper you're going to succeed in life. But it does involve you actually taking action. That means, setting goals and going after things. You might have been disillusioned from the world. Rather, be disillusioned from the world, but engage with it fully. Engage with it deeply, because life is a game and it's a gift that we've been given. And the way that you can have a satisfying and joyful life is by jumping into the world and serving and contributing to it. So you can serve and contribute in any way you want, okay? In any way that you need. And that the more service that you create, the more wealth comes back to you. It's like I've heard it being likened to your rent when you're here on earth. God's given you this gift, and your rent, you're paying a rent, is service to others, right? And so you can make this a really awesome kind of experience. You can align it with your values and passions. You can serve on the horizontal plane in any way that deeply suits you. And the more deep you go, the more you understand how you want to actually live in the world, right? And the funny thing is that as you come up to roadblocks, right, things that come up here, it actually forces you to go on a deeper level spiritual journey. I'm not drawing like an excessive amount of arrows there, but it forces you to dig deeper and to discover deeper. This world we live in, the missions that God puts us on, actually helps us to grow, right? So just note that when you take action, it's one of the greatest spiritual things that you can do on this earth is to push through your fears and take action on things. And once again, it's a game. It can be fun. It can be really joyful. But if you did nothing but deepen your spiritual understanding and pray more and get closer to God and life and meditation, your mind would clear, and naturally you jump onto that horizontal path in a really positive way. So I think that's all from me today, and I'm just wishing you all the best, and yeah, much love.